Bold flavor, smooth finish, made with real fruit. This spirit doesn't back down. Hard Hide, the original fruit whiskey, 86 proof. Not for the thin skin.
The Saints are 10 days away from their first public practice. How excited are you, Kevin, to get hyped about Jordan Tyson Twitter videos of him running routes against no one? Not as excited as me. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to Saints Happy Hour podcast. Is this the best podcast on the planet?
Would you kindly repeat the question? I was too busy flirting on my telephone.
Now grab a drink and enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. As always, we are presented to you by Hard Hide, Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey, and Chilton County Peach Whiskey, voted best flavored whiskey of 2025 by Bev Test. I'm Ralph Marlboro, joined by Dave, Kevin, Thomas running the show back in Poland. I want to thank everybody in the chat. Kevin, we got a ton of people. We got Jerry G, we got Fresno Saint, we got Jason Champagne, we got Herb, we got Oppenheimer, Hudak Golfer, ton of people in there. Thank you guys for joining us. Just 10 short days away from an actual Saints practice. On tonight's show, Alvin Kamara is back officially. Is it going to matter, really? We're going to play a fun game of Would You Rather and Weekend Story Time, a.k.a. Dave on a boat in France. Plus listener questions from the hotline. As always, if we reach $100 in donation, I will drink something horrible the patrons have sent me. Thomas, how many weeks are we away from my crippled run?
So as you can see, we are on a 153-week donation streak. Only 3 weeks to go. You can make it to tonight. Let's have a look at the big board. AJ Rochelle is on a streak of his own, but I didn't see him in the chat though. I wonder if he's here or not. He won last week with 100 buckaroos. If you wanna support Ralph's great drinking habits, just type exclamation point donate in the chat to donate via Stream Elements. Don't give 30% of your donation to YouTube. No donations as of yet though.
Yeah, so we got, I'll be drinking chocolate 99 proof and Long Island iced tea.
Whoa.
So make it happen, people. All right. So we're going to start. We're not going to talk about Alvin Kamara first. I want to talk about this. We're going to play a fun game of Would You Rather, where I give you two scenarios, Dave, and you get to pick which one you want. My first scenario, Jordan Tyson gets 80 catches and 1,000 yards. And his top 3 in Rookie of the Year voting, or Andrew loses the adopted son competition in humiliating fashion. What?
This is a no-brainer. This is absolutely a no-brainer. I don't even know why you're even asking this freaking stupid question. Obviously, I would take Andrew losing in fashion. I cannot take any more of Andrew winning, whether it's the undrafted free agent contest or whether it's the Ford de Lis. I absolutely cannot stand it. And on the flip side, look, I feel like Saints when the Saints draft wide receivers, I feel like more often than not, like they flash real hot at the beginning and then they kind of sizzle out. I'm thinking maybe let's go the opposite. Like how about a slow build up for Jordan Tyson? Let's ease him in, especially considering he's made of glass. I don't need 80 catches, 1,000 yards from him this year. This isn't the year we're planning on winning the Super Bowl. This is our rebuilding year. Just give me 79 catches and 990 yards. I'll take that. I'm totally fine with that.
Kevin, I feel like Dave is really bitter towards Andrew because, one, the UDFA dynasty is annoying, but two, I think his great creation of the Ford de Lis that he created, it was Dave's idea, and Andrew dominating it all summer. I think it's made Dave mad.
Well, yeah.
It's
Dave,
like what's
Dave invented
I
it.
created a monster. It's like I'm like Frankenstein's doctor or whatever, or whoever.
Frankenstein's
Or no,
lover.
You're Dr.
No, I'm
Frankenstein.
Yeah, I'm Frankenstein. And I've created a monster that's Andrew, and now he can't be stopped.
Kevin,
French monster.
I understand that I will be apocalyptic if Jordan Tyson is missing practices once training camp opens and he's not healthy. And I may start calling him the Marcus Davenport of receivers. But how are you going to react? Because you're usually measured and calm about these things like injuries and such. How will you react if Jordan Tyson isn't full go to start in 10 days?
I will be moderately annoyed. But let me know when we're rolling up to preseason and he's not playing. So Saints preseason is, let's see, August 15th is the first one. So shoot, he has less than a month. I'd like him to be available for that. Take a couple of snaps in that.
All right, so here's my question.
We don't mean to interrupt you from typing your term paper.
I'm trying to engage people in the chat. I'm trying to engage people in the chat.
Here's a little
typing
tip.
to the patrons in the chat is better than Juge looking at some LSU volleyball game on his phone during the show.
Here's a little tip, Ralph. Ralph, curry or new? Curry or new? Switch the font.
Here's my question, Dave. Andrew's not here. He's not going to be here for 2 weeks. And listen, he doesn't listen to the show. He barely listens to the show when he's on it. He's not going to listen to the replay. Should we conspire against him to try to defeat him in the UDFA Sun? Should we do collusion to defeat him?
I feel like I feel like that would blow up in our face. Like, that's the thing, is like we would all collude, and like he would still somehow pick the guy that wins it, and we would just look like even more dumbasses, like Larry, Moe, and Curly. Like I think we should try and stay away from that situation.
I have an idea, guys.
Ourselves.
I have an idea, guys. Like, he has the last pick, right?
Yeah.
So
yes,
it's
every year.
So we only put like 4 legitimate players on the big board, and all others are fake. So he cannot pick a player that's on the team. You know what I mean?
He's not gonna fall. Will you please stop? Can we please be serious about this?
You know what? All the last names are gonna be legit, but the first names are gonna be fake. So you know.
No, he has too many good sources. That would work with me or Kevin, but not with Juge.
Well, that's the other thing. He's the only one that's actually doing research, I think, because I'm not doing research. And I don't think Kevin's doing research.
Right. Patrons are doing research for me.
No. If you listen to the mailbag, Dave, Kevin had a very well thought out theory on CJ Donaldson as a potential UDFA pick. You should become a patron. You can listen to the patrons only mailbag. All right. So this is a question, Kevin, I can't ask you this next one, because this one is specifically, I think, for me or for Dave to ask. All right. So, Dave, what would you rather? The Saints fleece the Steelers for a first-round pick for Spencer Rattler out of desperation, and the Saints trade down in the 2027 draft and get 3 future second-round picks? Or Kevin can have a June 2027 Bordeaux French wedding that we all attend.
Kevin, I love you.
Yeah,
I absolutely adore you, despite the facial hair situation you've got going on. You look like you're living in a cabin up in Montana.
You're back to being on the watch list.
Wilson!
You're back. despite that, does the French lady like that? Is that why we're doing? Did she say, "Hey, I'd like to see you grow it out a little bit"?
She has not complained about the beard.
Okay.
I look like I've been on my own odyssey, but
Yeah, right.
she has not complained about the beard. I don't know. I like it. It's coming in quite well.
Okay, well, you're on an island. But anyway, so Kevin, I love you, and because of that, I'm gonna pick you. You're my boy. I want happiness for you. If I have the opportunity to set you up for the rest of your life with love and happiness, I'm not gonna be selfish. I'm not Ralph.
That's 4 top 64 picks, Dave.
Because we all know where Ralph is going with this one. So I'm gonna come down on the other side of the fence, and also, since I've been to France this week, and I'm a big fan, I would love to be invited and to go back again. That would give me an excuse. Although,
are you allowed back in the country, Dave?
Yeah, funny story about London and being allowed in the country. But apparently, what I've learned is Bordeaux, like the wine in Bordeaux, it's trash now. Like nobody likes it's swill. Nobody likes Bordeaux wine. It's all about Provence, and it's all about Burgundy. So if we can, maybe can we talk about where in France? I would like to go to Burgundy next, actually. Anyway,
the location is negotiable.
Where now that I know a little bit about France, where is she from in France?
She's like 2.5 hours southwest of Paris.
Okay, what's the name of the town?
Can't remember that.
Okay.
See, I mean, the possibility of doing a podcast from France would be incredible. I mean, I popped in on the last one and I went to Paris 2 or 3 years ago, whenever that was, but it wasn't the same. But Kevin,
I like how you guys
love and happiness is important to you.
Yeah, sure. We should just live stream the wedding on Patreon. We should create a special $50 tier, and we'll live stream it, and you can watch it that way.
That's it. Let's not give away the farm here. And wait, am I doing the ceremony? Am I wedding you two?
That's
No,
right. You're qualified.
No, we'll have.
I mean, Kevin, I love you as much as Dave does, but 4 top 64 picks is a lot of. I mean, that's a lot of picks.
Yeah.
I mean,
even Kevin actually
first and 3 second-round picks. I mean, that's a lot of picks.
Yeah,
Kevin might actually pick that over him finding happiness and love forever with the French lady. Kevin's enticed. He's like, that's a lot. I mean, of picks.
We could turn that.
I don't know. I could
2028 and 2029. We could roll it over like a 401k. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Although
I'm kind of used to the single thing. I can just keep on with this if I can get all these picks for the Saints.
The Bordeaux tier on Patreon does have a nice ring to it, though. I will say.
Bordeaux.
Kevin, you of course would choose happiness. So we don't want to. With the French lady, she won't come on the show, but she probably does sneak a peek on listen. So I won't. Put you in the corner and make you choose.
She would call this entire endeavor stupid, and she would say that the idea
dating you?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh well. She would say that the idea of us getting the idea of us wanting to get married, let alone wanting to get married in 12 months and doing it in France and planning all that, she would think that would absolutely be psychotic. So it's almost like I have insider information.
So I should have said like 2028 wedding.
You should have said 2028 is what I'm getting to.
Poor job.
If this look, if we get to the winter, if we get to this winter and things are still going pretty well, I at least feel good about the foreseeable future. I'm not.
Oh, shit.
I'm not.
Okay, stop right there. Stop. We're done.
Not saying anything else.
We're done.
I'm just saying. I just have a very nice feeling. That's all. And it's nice to have good feelings.
Oh boy! Oh my God! I just.
No,
Not the right music.
Oh no!
What happened to the Wait Min soundtrack?
Yeah,
Shit.
you're supposed to have
Shit, I thought you
music.
meant this music, man. Wait. Where is it?
Porn music.
Oh. That one.
Right,
This one?
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, French. Okay.
There we go.
I
We
feel
needed
like
the
I'm on the
accordion.
send. I feel like I'm on the send. David,
It's
you
not
have
as loud as the violin.
flashbacks.
I can make it
yeah.
louder if you want.
Yeah.
I literally saw a dude playing accordion with a beret, wearing a striped shirt, with a cat on his shoulder, on the street, and I'm like, this motherfucker this is not real. This dude is every French stereotype all in one.
When I went and studied in Paris for a summer, my Cajun roommate got in a near fist fight with a mime.
Whoa.
It was
I did not see any mimes.
so. All right, Kevin.
And to answer Oppenheimer's question, I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. I'm just telling. Listen, the French woman is a confident, self-reliant, self-assured person, and she doesn't need the fact that I am in her life is a benefit to me. Like, she don't need me. She don't need me.
No,
And it's
I disagree.
No, but it's good. It's good to recognize that sometimes a woman doesn't necessarily need you, but she likes and enjoys being around you.
I think she really likes you, Kevin, because 99% of women, instead of being like wanting you to be like the best version of them yourself, they would just move along. She's like, you're awesome. And she's gonna make you a better person. I like this one, Kevin. I feel great about it. I'm excited about the 2029 Bordeaux wedding.
Oh, if Ralph says he's optimistic, it's already over, man.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it'll end tomorrow. I apologize.
It's over, man.
This whole thing's been jinxed. No, this whole thing's been jinxed.
You might as well wear a bucket hat on your head and call yourself Nick Wright.
Oh my God. That dude, he was more wrong than me about like every World Cup he went to. All right, Kevin. So here's the next question. All right. What would you rather? The Saints defense can be number 1 in sacks, EPA, and all other nerd data. Number 1. Or the patrons every Tuesday in November can get me blackout drunk on 6 shots a week. Thomas, I don't know about this. This is one.
Was this on the rundown? I don't remember seeing this one.
Yeah, I think maybe Thomas slid this one in. Kevin, what do you? What do you,
Man, let's see.
6
What would
shots
6
is a
shots?
lot.
What would 6 shots a week be? That would be 180, 280,
24.
280, 380, 480. That would be $580 per week for a month. I mean, that's a lot of meat and cheeses for Tomas.
That's right.
And
after I pay the emergency room visits, me and you can split a little something. I like that. That's a lot of booze,
true. Because that emergency visit will take a bite. Now, is the ambulance going to bring you, or is Sally going to bring you?
Yeah.
No, Sally will bring me.
What's your copay look like, Ralph?
Yeah.
My copay.
What about your co-insurance?
I have to pay the first $6,000.
Ah, shit.
Insurance kicks in.
we're in trouble. Okay. So I would assume then that the Saints defensive numbers are for the entire year.
That's correct. Number one, the entire at the end of the year.
Give me that. Like I enjoy seeing you drink on the show. I think it is obviously a boon to our listenership, our viewers, the patrons, and I certainly will continue to encourage people to keep donating, but 6 shots worth versus being number one in defense versus having all these kinds of defensive stats. And I mean, if the Saints defense was that much improved, you can punch the playoff ticket. Like if you guaranteed me that, I'm looking for playoff tickets right now.
No, not only that. I mean, if you're talking about being number one in sacks and all the other nerd stats, like I mean, you're talking about potentially having the best defense in the league. I think that's. I think combined with the offense doesn't even have to be that great. They could just be mediocre, and I think you're talking more than playoffs. I mean, I think you're talking about going deep into the playoffs. I mean, that's a huge difference maker. And also, look, I wanted nothing but the best for my boy Kevin and his love life, and so there's no way I'm going to throw Ralph under the bus here. I want to make sure my boy Ralph's he's already had a hard life. He's had a hard life. Since birth, he's had a hard life.
It is true.
I learned just last week he has a hole in his brain. Like who knew? He was mentally handicapped on top of being physically disabled as well. So I don't think drinking that much is going to help him at all. So I'm going to save you here, Ralph.
Yeah, because I think Kevin, I don't know, like when does the Malort shot kick in, Thomas?
Malort is 283, magical number.
So like that would be not only would it be a lot of shots, Kevin, it's a lot of Malort. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, could you imagine though, like Ralph goes to his doctor and his doctor asks him, like, how's your alcohol usage? And he's like, well, every Tuesday, I'm averaging 6 shots a week. Could you just imagine the look on the doctor?
It would be like, so
fine, I get paid for it. I'm basically a professional drinker.
It would be like, well, so how often are you drinking? Oh, I just drink 1 day a week. Oh, that's great. That's real good. That's great. Well, that 1 day a week, I'm drinking like a college freshman.
That's right.
On a weekend bender. So,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know why that was so funny. Just the life just taken right out of you. Yeah.
I mean, Kevin, when
he went back to typing his paper.
Well, no, Kevin, because when you have me where I'm not peeing the right color fluids,
Yeah, there's also that. So
it's a little.
Well, you know what? Last question. We kind of transformed it and morphed it into a whole little Kevin love update session. This question, it's about you. Let's morph this into a Ralph health update. Why don't we just what the hell? While we're doing it, let us know. How's
Thomas play
how much blood is
ER
in your urine?
And go from injuries to the Ralph health update. Dave. We haven't had consecutive days of the right body fluids yet, but
oh my God!
But we were
How are
really
you not
close
freaking out? Like it's making me squirm.
we
just
were
thinking
really
about
close
it.
this weekend. We were really close. Like I had Selly and Max
That's
and they
what
looked
she
at
said.
it and they looked at it and they judged it. They said it wasn't the right color, but it was. We're getting closer, Dave. We're getting closer.
They said it was the right color.
Good Lord, Jesus!
We're getting closer.
A sniff
All right.
nest.
So, all right. So final. Thomas, give us a donation update. Where are we?
All right. So the streak is in jeopardy. Thanks to Hudat Goffer for the loan super chat of 30 buckaroos with the message, "Let's go, Kevin." So we are $70 away from reaching our goal. Ralph drinking. Who that golfer is in the lead for the MVP.
So I've had to explain to the French woman that the people on the podcast, both my friends who I co-host it with, as well as the listeners and the viewers, they all are rooting for me. She doesn't fully, she doesn't get that, I have
she doesn't get that she's become a character on this podcast, and she's entered the what do you call it, the zeitgeist? No, the
realm.
Yeah, but what's the word? The wiki. She's on the wiki now.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, boy, that would be hilarious. There was a Wikipedia for this podcast, and it was just yeah. Kevin.
No, what is it called when you're Star Wars? When you're finally in the
lore.
Star Wars.
Lore. The lore. Yeah.
No,
he's right. Canon.
Canon.
Yes, she's now canon. She's now
part of the canon.
She's Saints Happy Hour canon now. French lady is officially
Nick
whether
Cannon.
she wants to be or not. She's got no control over it. But what she needs to know now is that she controls her fate. She could be if she marries you, this would just become one of the greatest podcast moments of all time. So she could make podcasting. Yeah, she's actually, I don't know. This could be working against you. Maybe I should shut my mouth.
It probably is. God help
and
me.
And after she divorces him, it's gonna be even bigger than the wedding.
Thanks, Tomas. We can count on you.
Thomas, make sure to balance the positivity out. All right, final. Would you rather?
I'm Thanos, man.
She must have a good sense of humor if she's listened to this podcast more than.
Well, she enjoys my company, so clearly she has some sense of humor.
Yeah.
She enjoys cleaning your table.
Would you rather, Kevin? The final one.
No, that's
Tyler
me.
Shough wins the 2026 MVP, or Dave fights every week of the season with his children over who ate his expensive French candy. I mean, it would make Gushergate look like a petty crime.
Gushergate. Gushergate.
This almost feels like coughing baby versus neutron bomb here, Ralph. I don't know if you worded this one
neutron
just right, or hydrogen bomb.
Yeah,
hydrogen bomb. Dave, go ask the kids if you don't understand that reference. Because why would I want to see Dave fight with his children over his expensive French candies? What do I get out of that?
Oh boy!
Oh wow!
I should have said it when I first thought it. I knew Oppenheimer was gonna fucking come in and get us there.
Oppenheimer is back. It's been a while. Takes us over the edge. And let me change the graphic. 70 Buckaroo big donation. 2 weeks to go here with the donation message. She enjoys Kevin's American baguette. And also thanks to Joey Defense for $20 tip. Ralph won't make it to Thanksgiving. Thanks Joey Defense for first time donation.
Well, we are now Olindo Mare weeks away.
And $60 away from second drink, by the way, also.
Oof. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
And the timer, I don't like. Dave, of all your good ideas, the timer was the worst.
Tough shit. Yeah. Which one are you drinking?
I'm drinking
means
Long
it's the
Island
best.
iced tea.
All right, Long Island iced tea. All right.
The fact that you don't like it means it was a great idea. And while you do that, I'll say, look, I would be extra annoyed if they ate my French candy, because once it's gone, it's gone. I'm not going back to France, hopefully soon, but probably never, more likely. And he's having a tough time with it. So that would be extra annoyed. I can always go to the store and buy another pack of Gushers if I want to. But by the way, being over in France and getting the French candy, they're way stricter in their eating
Food
laws
rules.
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, food rules, the FDA or so it were, whatever they call that. So
The
like
French
everything has to
DA.
be, yeah, the French DA. And so like, no dyes, no artificial dyes,
Yep.
everything's natural ingredients. So I at least feel a little bit. I might start buying European candy and having it shipped to America, because at least there's like feels a little bit less guilty eating it than
that would be
American crap.
bougie deluxe.
Yes, no, that would be bougie. And I was waiting for you to say.
Amazon.
I was waiting for you to try and say that would be healthier.
No.
No, the French.
I mean, technically it would be healthier, but it wouldn't be healthy. It would just be healthier.
I've had, so the French woman, the last time she went to France and came back, she brought a shit ton of French candy with her and shared some of it with me. And I was glad to know that you would be enjoying the French candies while you were over there.
Well, you didn't even give me a heads up. I had no idea. I had no idea that French candy was a thing. And then I get to the first little small ass town, and it's like I'm in, holy shit! I couldn't believe it. I'm in heaven.
They have that. They have that macaroon store all over Paris.
Yeah, macaroons. Like I'm not into that. That's more.
I'm into that. Oh my god!
Like, no.
You get macaroons like the size of your head. It's.
I mean, we got
like obviously, yes, the macaroons are great. The gummies, like they got like these weird shaped gummies that are like really good, and the chocolate is even different.
Yeah,
like just everything. It just I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Everything we do over here in terms of candy, they're doing it so much fucking better over there, and it's disgusting.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
We're America. Why can't we be better at candy?
Well, so Dave, apparently in France, like everything that you make or sell, like it has to come from like within 50 miles of like where it's made or whatever. So like you can't, like shit's not being frozen and imported.
What is, in your opinion, Dave, the absolute best case scenario for Tyler Shough in the MVP race? Obviously, winning it would be, if Drew Brees couldn't win it, I don't think I don't think a Saints player will ever win the MVP. But like, what's the like realistic scenario where like you could see him being in the race? How high could he get in the MVP race?
Realistically, he could get top 5 if he throws up, 4,000 plus yards. How many touchdowns? 35, something like that.
Oh, he wouldn't need that many.
Whatever. And obviously, under 10 on the interceptions maybe would be ideal, or at 10.
Yeah. Yes.
I think that'd put him in the running, I'd say.
I'm looking,
and he runs a little bit, so you might even have some rushing touchdowns.
Yeah. I am currently
what he does with his legs next season.
I am looking at the NFL MVP voting from last year.
Yeah.
And it was Stafford, Drake May, and Josh Allen. Josh Allen, Jesus, I forgot he did this. Josh Allen had 14 rushing touchdowns, which was more than Christian McCaffrey. Good Lord. But Stafford had 46 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 4,700 yards passing. I think if Shough got to 4,300 yards passing, got over 30 touchdowns, like 32, and kept it to say 10 picks and had 4 to 5 rushing touchdowns, you would see him in this list.
Would the Saints have to be like a number 1 or number 2 seed for him to be on that list, you think?
I mean, look, Trevor Lawrence got.
They'd have to win the division. They got to win the division.
See, I think if that happened, Kellen Moore would be a lock for Coach of the Year. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know that Shough. I just feel, Kevin, I feel like it's kind of like the Pro Bowl is so weird now. But when the Pro Bowl used to really matter, you would always get to the Pro Bowl the year after your first good year, right? You'd be like, oh, that was a snub. And if that player kept being great, the next year they would go to the Pro Bowl, right? I feel like almost no matter what Shough does, he's gonna have a hard time getting top 5. But I think Kellen Moore, if the Saints get to 10 wins, like there's almost no amount of money I wouldn't be willing to put on him winning Coach of the Year, you know? So, all right, Dave, we don't have to get into it too long, but Alvin Kamara is officially back. Me and Kevin did a breaking news analysis podcast on it last week. If you want to check that out, it's amazing. But he's officially back. It was announced last week. What's more annoying, Dave, that the Saints took 7 months to figure out they wanted Kamara on the team, or my summer topics that annoy you?
Definitely your summer topics, because I have to deal with them all summer. And like, this was the Kamara thing was a minor blip on the radar. And it doesn't even really annoy me. Like, I have no idea what the holdup was. I don't know why he eventually decided to give in. I have no idea. I have no inside information.
The holdup was Gail wanted him on the team, and she said, keep him on the team. Like, that. Is that
what they reported?
I mean, no one's reporting it, but like, if you go around and source, like, I have sources that have told me, like this is Gail's doing. Like, if Gail wanted Kamara on the team.
Well, okay, so talk me through. I don't understand. So Gail wanted him on the team. So why didn't Gail just say, hey, he's already signed to a contract, just pay him what you're paying him?
I don't know. But like, that's the same.
Gail said, I want him on the team. I want him on the team, but make him take less money. I don't
work it. No, I think it was Gail wanted him on. Gail was like, work it out. You know, like, she wanted him on the team and work it out. And, you know, they could have cut him and he could have only got $3 million. Instead, they like worked it out and he took like $2.5 million less.
Yeah, but if they cut him, they would have also like screwed themselves. No, right? Like,
no,
cap-wise,
not really.
In the future?
Not really. I mean, it would have been post-June. They would have split it in half. Not really. I mean, I guess
I think Alvin's going to be. I look. Maybe this is more wishful thinking than anything. I'm not actually backing this up with factual facts, but I mean, I hope that Alvin's going to be like awesome. I think this is going to be like his one last big hurrah, and he's going to. You know, just like Mark Ingram did when, you know, I think we're going to get that. I want to see that with Travis.
Your former boyfriend?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's when I look into my crystal ball, that's what I see happening.
You know that touch.
Here's a question, Kevin, before we get to the mailbag and other things. What Saints player is more likely to have a nice, fun goodbye season, Cam Jordan or Alvin Kamara? If you had to pick, who would have the more enjoyable goodbye season?
It's easier to say Kamara because I feel like that's more noticeable. It's easier to see it because Kamara is the one would be touching the ball every time. It's like, oh, Kamara was great on that swing pass. Oh, Kamara had that great breakthrough for, you know, we really needed those tough yards. Or, oh, on this 1st and 10, they handed it off to Kamara and he ran up the gut for 15 and it looked like the Kamara of old. Yeah, all these little things I can think up in my head. But I think maybe in terms of most fun, maybe it is Cam Jordan. I'm realizing saying Cam shorthand is weird because we have Cam and Kamara. I think it'll be fun to watch Cam pressure quarterbacks, or to even see if he's double teamed, to be like, oh, see, they got to double team his ass because they know he can get to the quarterback. It would be fun to see stuff like that happen, and maybe somebody like Brissy gets sacks out of it. Somebody else on the defensive line gets sacks out of it. oh, there's a, there's a few things. There's things you can imagine Cam doing that won't show up in the stat sheet for him, but would still matter in the game.
Dave, I feel like Cam Jordan is just likely to have a funner goodbye because he's more likely to stay healthy. Like Kamara has been banged up the last couple of years. I just worry that like the ending, to me, the ending for Kamara is more likely to be, oh, this is sad. Like he's hurt again. Where like Cam is just going to be Cam, and whether he gets 3 sacks or 8 sacks or whatever, he's going to be playing every week because that's what he does his entire career, and that's how it's going to go. So that's my theory.
Yeah, I mean there's definitely some merit to that. I think I could definitely see that happening. Cam is. Cam could have just went out on a high note last season. So Cam's kind of took a risk by coming back. I feel like if going out big is the ultimate goal, he had it. He had a bird in the hand, and he's rolling the dice again. So hopefully it works out.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, I think everything's been said about Kamara. It's going to be interesting when they report to camp late next week. Alvin Kamara, he'll be all smiles, and it'll be interesting what he has to say about it. But before we get to the mailbag, I want to remind people, Hardhide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey is a strawberry-flavored whiskey blended with aged wheat whiskey, American light whiskey, Cocktail and Sons, strawberry and lemon syrup, fresh strawberries from Jonesdale Farm in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. It's 86 proof. The whiskey is blended and bottled at the Sugarfield Distillery in Gonzales, Louisiana. Don't forget to check out Bev Test's Best Flavored Whiskey of 2025, Chilton County Peach Whiskey. You can pick up a bottle wherever fine spirits are sold in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and Tennessee. To learn more and to find a location to get a bottle near you, go to www.hardhidewhiskies.com. Hardhide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey is supporting Saints Happy Hour all football season long, all off season long, all training camp long. So support the people who support the show. Grab a bottle of Hardhide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey today. Thomas, before we get to the mailbag, give us one quick donation update.
All right, so since last donation, we had one Jason Champagne donation of $12.83 with message Dave's on that French nougat. And we are less than $50 away from second drink. What's the second drink, Ralph?
The second drink is chocolate. It's disgusting.
Oh my god!
I did have French nougat. I didn't realize that nougat was French. Also, that was awesome.
It does, French. All right,
Le nougat.
So, Thomas, take it to the top.
All right, take it to the top. It is.
All right, what's first up, Thomas?
All right, so I am very proud of our patrons on Discord because we had a fucking gargantuan amount of questions last week. I've got tons of saved up, but for the main show, voice questions only. Thanks to Dave.
Yeah, and I want to say to people to note, we had an all-time question, but we have to save it.
Yeah.
For next week because it's Jim Mora themed, and we have a Jim Mora surprise courtesy of a patron. So we're saving that to next week. But Kevin, would you agree it's an all-time mailbag question? Like maybe top 3 of all time?
If it's the one I'm thinking of, yeah.
Was this on Discord? Text it to me. I want to know what it is. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah. It was a question that we got late, and me and Kevin were going to do it in a mailbag, and I was like, no, this is an all-time question. We've got to do it with everybody here, or at least most of us here. But we have a Jim Mora surprise next week, so we'll bump it to next week. So, all right, Thomas, what's first up?
All right, first question from Pancho.
Andrew's not here next week either.
No. Well, you know. He's a bougie vacation. He could call in from Destin and join us for the mailbag if you so.
George.
He could leave a Discord voice message like I did. Was away.
To me, yeah.
Oh, that was you?
Wait, what?
Can I play it or not? Come on, man.
Yes, yeah.
Waiting for the cue. All right. First question from the hotline. Pancho Bier asks. Who's going to play?
Hey, this is Pancho. I got a question for Kevin. I want you to put Saints players that are currently on the roster into one of these three categories. All right, so I want you to tell me, what is one Saints player that you would call delicious? What is one Saints player that you would call a little plain? And what is one Saints player that you would call a boy dinner? Just curious what your thought is on that. Anyway, hope you had better luck with your dinner. But apparently, Alvin Kamara came first. So, see you later.
That's a strong question, Dave. Maybe off.
Oh,
maybe
man.
I'm glad that's for Kevin. I'm glad that's
so. Wait, so what is so? But my options were delicious,
kind of plain,
and
boy dinner.
Dave, make me a T-shirt that says "boy dinner."
I'm willing to bet that's probably out there already.
Oh my God. Okay. Shit. Delicious. Let's see. Good God. Yeah, I'm sure this won't be isolated. I'm gonna say delicious. I can't do this. Oh my God. I'm dying of death here. This is
Dave, you are correct. They have many boy dinner T-shirts that I just Googled.
Yeah, I knew it. Well, now the thing is like AI, just like these websites, they just like make the shirt and then they just pop up in the shirt. They don't even exist. They just
It's all AI slop.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says boy dinner and it's a bathtub.
Oh well.
Give me. I tell you what, I'll do it. Shit, you can do it with the Saints depth chart or the quarterback depth chart. Delicious is Tyler Shough, kind of plain is Spencer Rattler, and boy dinner is Zach Wilson.
That's right. That's a good one.
I mean, obviously.
There you go. The MILF hunter himself.
We need to talk about Zach Wilson. He looks like a child playing dress up in his Saints photo shoot. It's an all-time question. Thomas, what's next?
All right, next question.
Too bad Jake Hayner wasn't still on the team. He could be.
Oh yeah, that is boy dinner and a half.
Hello, fellas. Welcome back, Dave. Question for everyone. Now that Ralph and Dave have been to France and Kevin has, in quotes, been to France, and if we remember correctly, Juge has not been to France in a while, maybe like 3 years. For the time being, until Andrew can travel and kind of get caught up, should he take a back seat on French takes and let the other guys handle it for now, just until he can kind of get, better versed in current events and the news of what's going on all France-related things? Anyway, your thoughts. And shout out to your boy Alan for an assist on this question. Thanks, guys.
Fully support this.
See, this is why
France card.
This is why the voice questions are much better than any written word question. And I got to be honest with you, I think he's got a great idea. I think he's probably right. Like, for example, again, going back to what I said earlier, Andrew probably likes Bordeaux wine, probably thinks it's good, and he doesn't realize it's not good anymore. It's out. The people of Bordeaux have petitioned to the government of France to rip up all of their vineyards so they can grow something else because nobody wants it anymore. I'm not kidding. That's what I was told. So yeah, I think the three of us are definitely much more on on the forefront of French culture right now than
That's
Andrew would ever be.
I mean, that's correct. Great question. The questions are the questions.
I mean, those are two gold records right there.
The thing is, I feel like Kevin, everybody's getting into 2026 season shape. The questions are starting to pick up. Everybody's training camps around the corner. We're getting into game shape. Thomas, was that the last question?
No, we still have two more. Come on, man.
All right, go. What's next? Then,
he's
Thomas?
been inside of France.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Question for Andrew and or Kevin. Now that Ralph is Dave's pony, what theme song would you give to their new relationship?
Wait, wait. Walk me through this one. What? Why? What? Why are you?
Why is Ralph my pony?
Yes.
I don't know. I have no idea. Is it
Ralph, do you know
because
why
I
you
come up
named
with all the good
pony?
podcast ideas?
I don't know. That's some sort of.
Is that a
sort of British slang?
BDM? Oh, Google that. Google. I'm not going to ask my 14-year-old because I'm afraid of what it could be. I'm not sure if it's what the young kids are doing. But I mean, I don't know. Is he referring to like we keep doing things on the podcast that I say to do, and they work?
Let's see.
It refers. No, it's pony and trap. It means rubbish or poor quality. So I'm Dave's poor quality. I don't understand that. We need an explanation of pony.
Yeah. All right. So resubmit that one. In English, resubmit that one, Saints. Saints Rabbit.
A compressed horse? I'm looking up Urban Dictionary and all these definitions. I'm like, well, the first one that makes sense for Ralph is a compressed pony.
Oh my god. All right, Thomas, what's next?
All right, final question also from Saints Rabbit, by the way. The GOAT.
All right, question for the gang. It's more so a question for Ralph, Dave, and Andrew, but Kevin should still chime in. Now that your kids are getting older, what shows, programming or whatever, are you grateful to hopefully never have to watch again?
Oh. My kid never watched the show. Neither of my kids ever watched the show, but I hear horror stories about it. Caillou is apparently a little bitch, and you want to like punch him in the face. He's like the worst. But my kids never watched that.
That's the one, man.
I'm happy to never watch.
What is that?
Caillou. I think he's French Canadian. I think it's like a right. Is that
Caillou? They have a Caillou album on Apple Music, and my son, for about 6 months, would play it in the car to absolutely torment me.
Yeah.
My wife hates SpongeBob. But he watches SpongeBob on the 24-hour SpongeBob channel. I love SpongeBob. SpongeBob's awesome. Like I never tire of it. And my wife was horrified the other day. I was in our bed and I was watching SpongeBob and Max was gone. And she was like, "You are not watching SpongeBob by yourself." And I was like, "Yes." She was horrified. Absolutely horrified, Dave.
I don't have a special show or movie. What I'll say is the one thing that really leaps out to me is Kids Bop. My kids used to listen to Kids Bop. They used to love Kids Bop. We had to listen to Kids Bop for years in the goddamn car. There were so many songs that were like, that I had never even heard the original versions of. I only heard the Kids Bop version. I had no idea who the original artists were, what the real song sounded like. But I hated it. That didn't exist when I was a kid, and I would have been taken out in the back and shot if I asked to listen to that shit in the car with my parents or my brothers or.
But you better hope. You better hope those people that Lil Pear gets into future rap battles with don't listen to this pod, because they'll bring up that he used to listen to Kids Bop or whatever it was.
Funny thing, Dave.
He would own
I
it.
let my son. He controls the music when he's in the car with me. But the one rule I gave him when he started running the phone, when he was like 4 or whatever, I said, you can have the phone and you can pick whatever music, but you cannot play kids music. So he has no Kids Bop. Kids were singing Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round. He's like, Dad, what is that? Like he has no concept of children's music at all, because I hate it. It's gross and disgusting. And I'm proud that my son never has listened to it. It's one of my great accomplishments as a parent.
I've been one of my friends. He watches his fiance's grandkids from time to time, and over the years, and they are addicted to watching Minecraft videos.
Oh, my son too. It's weird.
Like and not only are they
best sports game, by the way, Minecraft.
Oh yeah. Not only were the older ones watching just building videos when they were younger, the youngest one now he watches Minecraft videos that are made by streamers that have like loose plots to them. Like they're either playing with other people or they've set things up to where they have plots in them. So it's like they're playing Minecraft or they're playing Fortnite or they're playing something else, but they just have these weird little stories. And like you end up getting, like, you're stuck in the living room with your buddies, like talking, but this thing is on the TV. And so sometimes you just like, your senses are overwhelmed by the TV. So you look at the TV and you're like, well, that's some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen or heard in my life.
My son will watch videos of people doing really dumb things on video games, like not even playing it, just like walking through the video game doing dumb things. It's not like how to be better at the game or whatever. It's just a streamer doing silly things in the video game. It's very weird. But I mean, he's like, well, it's just like watching sports. For you watch sports. It's just like me watching a video. I'm watching a guy play a video game. You watch the Saints play football. What's the difference? I'm like,
and then you're like, fuck, you got me.
I'm like, that's exactly right.
It's like, never mind. Hey, keep watching.
Because when the Saints suck in a game,
get out of my
it's
face.
a surprise.
Get out of my face.
No,
All
it's live. It's different. You're right. It's not.
So that was final mailbag. Mailbag was tremendous, Thomas. You might have to clip that and use that for social media content.
I have one suggestion. When we've got 3 Saints Rabbit questions and 1 question from somebody else, go ahead and sandwich that 1 question from somebody else in the middle of the Saints Rabbit questions, so we don't have 3 straight Saints Rabbit questions.
We have a Saints Rabbit sandwich.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So now it's time for weekend story time of the week. Last week we were going to skip it, and then Andrew went into like a 15-minute story about something. He was literally like, I'm so excited we get to skip story time. Dave's not here. And then he went into a 15-minute story. I was like, do you understand? So anyway, I'll go first because I know you got a lot of vacation slides and videos and stuff you sent Thomas. But Thomas, put mine on the
last minute, by the way, while I was in fucking, I was asleep.
He's talking about me. I just got back last night, so
I don't give a shit, man. Send it to me when you're on the plane or something. Come on, man.
So go to mine first. Mine's gonna be quick, Dave, but I thought this was incredible. So they had this guy, he died, and Kevin, his name was
Robert Paulson.
Richard Dick Porn was his name. But that's not the funniest part. The funniest part is he named one of his kids Peter. So his son's name was Peter Porn.
Bonus points if the kid's middle name is North.
Where was the?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, right?
Damn.
Where was this?
Altoona.
That's just my story time. So Dave,
I mean, his real name was Rich. Oh, his name. Okay, his name was Richard Porn.
Send me more photos. Come on, Dave. I
he was
hate
known
you,
as
man.
Dick Porn. Dick
Put him in
Porn.
there. That photo's for you, Thomas. Look, it's like a bank vault for you. 1938. Okay, he was the same age as my dad.
Long life.
That's old. Wait, that's old to be. He was on a plane. He was flying on a plane. Yeah, Richard Dick Porn. All right, well, good for him.
So that's mine. So Dave, like, what's your? I know you want to talk about your trip. What was your highlights? Did you and the family have any tiffs, fights, difficulties? Did you have trouble getting back in the country?
Well, first of all, hold on. We do have to mention scheduled August 31st, 2030. Battle for the Rag is back on the schedule.
Yes.
Tulane, LSU.
Should be played every year. It's not because
should be played every year. It's not. Let's hope it stays on the schedule. We'll see what happens, but I'm super excited. I actually, I've got a design for a shirt. This is crazy. This might be a new record. I'm thinking about selling a shirt for the game now, 4 years ahead of time. I have a cool old John Churchill Chase design that I think would be awesome. So, but yeah, so excited about that. And I don't know if anybody gives a shit. I don't need to talk about my France vacation unless we don't. I sent Thomas some photos. We had a great time. If anybody's friends with, I mean, did you see the stuff on Facebook? Were you following along on Facebook at all, Kevin or Ralph?
A little bit, not too much. I'm not a big Facebook guy.
I mean, only because it's not me posting; it's my father-in-law.
I saw some of the posts. Like y'all were on a very nice boat.
Saw that first class flight, that little pod thing you were flying. That was nice. That you sent us.
Yeah. Choosing to watch The Godfather in that.
I did. I actually Part two. So I fell asleep. I actually fell asleep on the way there. I actually watched it on the way back. So I made up for it, and I did watch The Godfather Part 2. So now I am up to speed. I'm not going to watch 3. Everybody says don't watch 3.
You don't need to watch Part 3. So what is your assessment of Part 2?
It was good. I can see why people think it's better. Again, I feel like maybe I need to watch it again because I feel like there's still loose ends that I don't know if I tied up in my mind as far it's just I don't know. It's just the plot lines are always they're more vague. They you have to figure them out for yourself as opposed to movies now. I think where they really lay it out for you and make it obvious for you. I think.
How much money did you spend on candy?
All right, so anyway, if you want the background, this is a private barge that my in-laws paid for and took me and my wife and them and our cousin Lori and Scott. And apparently this was a boat that was owned by, I don't know if you're familiar with the De Kipper liquor company. They make De Kuyper, it's the Amsterdam company. They make schnapps and stuff. They're like a liquor brand. They're like a 300-year-old liquor brand. Anyway, one of the members of the family,
they are the ones poisoning Rolf.
So it's basically like a big living room, and 3 bedrooms on a barge, and this is the only boat that can go in every single canal and waterway in all of Europe. So this is the single most boat. So this is it right here. This is kind of like the living area. There's a little bar there, and it's totally you open bar. You just make whatever you want whenever you want. But there is a girl on staff or a woman on staff who takes care of you or whatever. And so we started in
Crazy Dave. Phrasing.
We started in Aigues-Mortes in the Camargue in Provence, France, and we ended up in Avignon. And every day we did different things, like we went to Chateau Neuf du Pape and we did wine tasting. We went to that's the boat right there. Thank you to Edward and Cindy who owned the boat and who took care of everything. We have private meals. There's a French chef on the boat who cooks 3 meals a day for us. And we had a good time. It was awesome. I love the candy. Okay, so my notes: the plastic water caps, the bottle caps, is obnoxious as hell. Like, I don't know, you can't. The bottle caps now, like, they attach the plastic to the thing.
This is the worst thing in the entire world. I can attest to that. Yeah. Oh man. Man.
It's so obnoxious because you're drinking the thing with the cap in your face or in your nose or whatever. I don't know. They made some law where you can't remove the cap. You can remove it, but it's like it's a pain in the ass.
The European Union law, man. This fucking. It's also same in Poland, man.
I met one Saints fan in the train station in Paris, Bryce. He was cool as hell. He was going to Avignon. I saw him. He was wearing a Saints hat, and I walked right past him and I said, "Who dat?" And he was taken aback for a second, and I went back to my family, and then he ended up coming all the way over to me, and he was like, "Yo, what was up with that?" And we had a conversation.
Did he know the podcast?
Oh, no. Yeah. No, he didn't know the podcast, but he comes in town all the time. He works in the music industry, so shout out to Bryce. Porn star martinis. I've never heard of this before, and I feel like those were all over Europe. There was a Popeyes. They don't have biscuits. I went in there. I was going to get a biscuit, but they don't do biscuits in the French Popeyes. I saw a tourist train hit an ambulance that was actively going to a scene directly in front of Moulin Rouge while I was sitting there having a drink. That was fun.
Nicole Kidman appear and sing a song?
No. Who else? Oh, yes. Oh, look at this guy. This is the most French guy ever. I don't know if you can zoom in on that guy. This is the guy. Striped. Yeah, this is the accident. And that's the accident in front of Moulin Rouge. Anyway, this is why you should watch it on video. Anyway, so it was like the heat wave. Honestly, it wasn't. It was not no hotter than New Orleans. Like today in New Orleans, it was way hotter than any day we had there. The problem is that these people are not built for this. And like indoors is outdoors, it's fine. Once you walk into a building that doesn't have air conditioning, that's where it's miserable. Like, or on a bus where they don't, or a train where they don't have the AC to keep up with this. Like, it's not a heat wave problem. There is a problem with the heat wave, but like
they don't believe in air conditioning.
No, it's crazy.
They just don't. They don't.
Anyway, we had a great time. It was awesome
for this.
What?
It's true.
I gotta say, like
they can't handle the rigors of a playoff run.
and then on the way home, I think I texted y'all. Some dude was bringing an entire air fryer through security. If you ever want to feel good about yourself and your intelligence, just travel. Just go to just travel and we were in England. We were in what part? That was the thing. Okay. So we flew to Heathrow, and then we were supposed to catch another flight to Paris that same night. That flight got canceled. Then they rebooked the 6 of us, except they only booked 2 of us on the flight the next morning and the 4 of us on the flight the morning after that. So the 4 of us had an extra day in London. But apparently the new thing is now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you got to get what's called an ETA, which is basically like a really short temporary visa. And we didn't get an ETA because we weren't ever supposed to leave the airport in London. But when our flight got canceled, we had to leave the airport, and we were like, well, what the hell? Like, we're freaking out. But I don't know. They were all like, it's fine. You don't really need it. No, I don't know. Nobody made a big deal. But anyway, so that's the thing. Now you need this
Churchill jail or something.
Yeah, you need this ETA thing. And then also I'm reminded now, I'm looking at these photos. This was oh my God, we did the running of the bull. So it was Bastille Day. It was Bastille Day, July 14th. And I think I was in God, I can't even remember the name of the town. It started with a G, but they did fireworks out of the castle, which was awesome. And that was immediately following the World Cup game that France was in that they lost. It was depressing because they were really never in the game. I was hoping to, we were in London for the England game and they won, and that was exciting. This is, and then this is, we also saw Norway fans, like 300-400 Norway fans having a rally right in front of Buckingham Palace, which was totally wild.
What country were you in with the city that started with the G?
That was France. I just cannot think of, it was.
You want me to start throwing names at you?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Grenoble.
No.
Genevieve.
No. All right.
Gracie.
No,
Gretna.
I'll find it. I'll find it. But anyway, and
Georgia.
So then it's way south. It's like way south. But anyway, so the France lost. They do the fireworks immediately after at midnight or at 11:30 or whatever, and then at 12 o'clock. So me and my friend Scott, we go into town because we wanted to have a couple of drinks and watch the whole thing, and they start backing up this truck and they're blocking off the roads. And we asked this guy who's working the thing, we're like, what's going on? They're like, oh, it's the bull run. We're like, are you serious? And like, they're going to let bulls out and everybody's just going to be around? And he's like, yeah. So like so we stayed and like literally like in this little square town area, little L-shaped thing. They let out one bull. And anybody who wants can just go in there and like it was wild. I could not believe
get fucked.
That sounds like a Temu. That sounds like the Temu version of Running of the Bulls. Is what it is.
It was like a little mini in Concierto, I think they called it. I don't even remember. My God, I've already forgotten.
Imitation. Right?
Anyway, that was wild. That was probably one of the wild days. It was a good time.
I'm glad you enjoyed your French vacation. Are you refreshed and ready for football season now, Dave? And ready for Saints and Tulane and all the...
Yeah, I think so. I guess so. I guess I'm ready.
All right, Thomas, before we get out of here, give us a donation recap.
All right, so as you can see, thanks to you guys, we are now on a 154-week donation streak. Only
Jameis 101 away from
2 weeks to go. Yeah, from Ralph's Scribble Round, 2 weeks to go. And thanks to everyone who donated Ralph's drinking habits. Let me switch it up. Thanks to Jason Champagne for his patent 12.83 Buckaroo donation. Thanks to Joey Defense for the first time donation. Thanks to Who That Gopher and to the MVP making a big comeback with 70 Buckaroos. Maybe he donated because Dave is back. He waited for the right moment.
He went on Dave went on vacation. He went on vacation from hating.
The MVP, the one, the only. Tulane Hater Oppenheimer. Congratulations.
Thanks everybody for donating. We appreciate it as always. And listen, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the show, if you listened and we made you laugh, consider supporting the show by going to patreon.com/Saints Happy Hour. Give us a shot. Every little bit helps make the show a little bit better. We got a bunch of cool stuff planned for the season, for Drew Brees' induction into the Hall of Fame. You're going to want to be a patron. You're going to want to support the show. It's going to make your football season that much more fun. And don't forget to follow us on socials wherever you get your podcasts for free. So for Dave, for Kevin, for Thomas running the show back in Poland, even for Andrew somewhere on DC at a conference or on vacation, I don't know, whatever. I'm Ralph. And until next time, the bar is closed.
Okay, well, I guess